Hi, I'm Jeremy from Alu-Cab. Today we're going to chat about the Alu-Cab Load Bars. The load bars are designed by the engineering team in order to be able to carry tents and gear either on top of the tent, on top of the canopy, places that you're going to need to mount your equipment to. And what we've done that makes this load bar special is that it has obviously an integrated nut slot like most load bars do, but we've got a three-way nut slot on this, and that is that we can basically slide a bolt that faces up, you can slide a bolt that faces down, and obviously we have another slot added to it which will allow us to face forward. And this way we can basically bolt in either or any direction that we might want to. We have chosen specifically not to run another slot to the front because should we wish to run a smooth front edge into the wind, we can still do that. So we have the ability to be able to run a flat edge into the wind or a obviously slotted edge to mount on. So it gives that added extra option when you're fitting the bars. Should you be loading or fitting awnings to a vehicle, it's very, very important that you have a really stable base to mount from. Remember, the awning is a huge sail. It's a massive piece of equipment. It picks up a lot of wind and it can put whatever you've mounted to it under a lot of pressure and stress. So in order to be able to do that, we have created a bracket that slots around the load bar itself. And what we can do here is we can actually allow ourselves to bolt this awning bracket at just about every point. So it makes it extremely stable and really strong. On top of that, we obviously have a whole lot of accessories. All our jerry can holders and the likes are specifically designed to mount to the load bars. The load bars we have available are available in varying lengths. We have a 1450, which you would normally use to mount the tent on, and a 1250, which you'd probably put on top of the tent should you want to put your kayaks or bikes onto the tent itself. So I just wanted to quickly run through some of the load bar feet that we have available for the load bars so that you can just better understand which brackets you'd probably want to be using it and under which circumstances. I think most importantly, you start off with the standard bracket, and the standard bracket is generally what you'll use if you're just fitting some load bars onto the roof of your tent or your canopy, and you're going to be using that for possibly mounting, say, your bikes and kayaks and the likes on top of your tent or vehicle. So you'd probably go with that standard 40mm. And then over and above that, we have the 60mm bracket, and the 60mm bracket is a slightly higher bracket, and we normally use the 60mm bracket when, let's say for example, we're putting in the roof tray with a table underneath, and I'll show you that shortly. Or perhaps you need to make some clearance over the front of the cab, so you've fitted a canopy, you've got some load bars going on, but your tent wants to come over the cab of your vehicle and it needs to clear things like antennas and the likes. Then you would probably end up going for something like the 60mm bracket. And then last of all, you have the low mount bracket. And the low mount bracket is when you want to get your tent down real low and have at least as little wind drag as possible. And I think that kind of covers it on all the accessories based around the load bars.